Who for teaching waka? Who for Timuanaka? Kosimwaka, and you make it from waka.
Fam, so this is the D-Day. Yes, this is the first day of our Enugu city tour with our guests from Delta State.
Yes, guys.
We have lots of places on our itinerary we are going to be taking our guests to today, and we can't wait to show you guys all of them.
Yeah, so stay tuned, keep watching for you to see all the amazing places we are going to be visiting in Enugu State. It's an educative trip anyway, but we're going to make it fun. Yes, guys, so they'll be here in the GP, so we're just waiting for them at the hotel to receive them and welcome them.
So fam, over the next few days we are going to be taking these guests, over 150 of them, that came all the way from Delta State just to explore Enugu around the city. Yes, it's a whole lot, and the next few days is definitely going to be lots of fun. But first thing, we need to check them into a hotel. So we got this accommodation for them already prepared because we're needing over 45 rooms, but we had already made all the arrangements. So when they came, it was really quick and easy. We had them checked into their accommodation, we made their food arrangements, and when everything was sorted, we left them to rest. The next morning, after all the preparations, we started off by having a brief drive through the beautiful city of Enugu, and we stopped by to have breakfast. So we had made some arrangements for breakfast for these guests at Ntachosa restaurant. So we stopped by in the morning to have breakfast before we move on to our day. So this next few days is going to be lots of fun, and we are going to be dropping this in parts. So this is the first part, and on this first day we wanted it to be more of a city tour and more educational because they are students actually, so we wanted to do more of the educational things we had on our itinerary on the first day. So our first stop after breakfast was at Afia, and oh my, what a reception we had. So in case you haven't heard of Afia TV, it's a TV station and they also have a radio station, and this is their headquarters located in the city of Enugu. So we had spoken to them earlier and they were kind enough to, receive us and even promised to give all of the students a complete tour of their facility. So when we got to Afia, we had to, allow them come in because guys, 150 is a lot. Like, they came in 5 buses. Well, we were prepared for them already. So when they came in, settled in, we first had a welcome remark by one of the staffs on ground, and then we moved on to tour the place. So basically he was just telling us what Afia is all about and educating the students about the brand and what they stand for. Fam, so if it's your first time watching our videos, you are welcome to Arlin TV, and of course we are your favorite travel family. And now we plan trips, so this is your sign to visit Enugu State. If you haven't, make sure you click on the subscribe button and turn on notification bell, because I bet you don't want to miss out on any of the videos we have coming forward. So we moved on to explore and to just tour the Afia TV station facility, and it's a lot. It's so exciting to see that behind that news you watch, behind that program you watch, there's a whole lot happening in the background. And they were open enough to really show us all the parts, from the green room to their different spaces. We even saw where the people editing stay. It was a lot, and and really, really informative and educative, especially for the students. What you are seeing now currently is their radio section, so they were even live, but were able to peep into it. But fam, here is the big surprise. See who visited Afia on the day we were here. Nobody else than KOK, and the students were in awe. Like, they were so happy. Kanayo has a show coming up, KOK Live, and on this day he was to come in for a live recording at Afia studio. The students were so excited, and this was definitely one of the highlights for them. Liz Edochie was also around. This is one of the veteran actor, Peter Edochie's son. He was also on ground for the show, and it was more than a honor to watch the over an hour live recording. At the end of the day, we presented this little certificate certificate we had on behalf of Delta State University to Afia, and they returned the favor by giving us a whole lot of jotters, yes, as thank you gifts to our students. So it was really nice. We had some pictures, and then we moved on to spot number 2, which is the museum. Like when someone visits Enugu, you really want them to learn a lot about the history and what the Igbo culture stands for and how important Enugu State is in all of this. So we decided to take them to the museum. We had made arrangements previously, so when they came in, we basically placed them in groups so it would be easier, because of course, just like we did in Afia, everybody can't go in at the same time. So they basically moved in batches. If you are visiting Enugu State, the Museum for Unity Enugu is definitely a place you want to add to your bucket list. There's a lot you would see here, a lot you don't even know about the Igbo culture that you are going to learn just by visiting this museum. And the tour guides here are very, very friendly and patient to explain every bit to you. We got to see a lot of artifacts. Like, guys, I'm not even going to show you everything because I want you to visit, but fam, you definitely need to visit this museum. Like, I really don't even know why museums are not hyped enough. Like, if you are going to a new city and there's a museum there, make sure you visit, because there's a whole lot to learn, and you don't want to miss out on any of those knowledge. We're not done for today. We're still going to be taking them to yet another spot, so make sure you keep watching, and of course click on the subscribe button if you have not. So the Museum of Unity in Enugu is really, really big with different areas. So it's not just one building, it's in different areas, and we took them on a complete tour of the whole museum. I know you might be wondering, like, fam, there's a lot of other places in Enugu that these people can visit. Like, we have the pine forest, we have caves, we have waterfall. Why didn't you take them there? That's why, like I said earlier, this video is in 2 parts, because of course we don't want it to be too lengthy. So watch out tomorrow where we'll be showing you the second part, because guys, we even made a trip all the way to Nsukka, so you don't want to miss out on any of this. Well, when we were done with the museum, of course many of us was already really tired and hungry, so where best to take them to than our Enugu Mall. Of course, we showed them our Polo Park with our mighty roller coaster. You can see that. Like, guys, what's stopping you from visiting Enugu? Make sure you do. So we took them to the park where they were able to basically pick everything they needed, because they are going to be in Enugu for the next 3 days. Yes, so this is like a 4-day in total trip, so they are still going to be around, and we wanted to make sure that they had all they needed for those that maybe forgot 18 or 2. So after that, we took them back to the hotel and we went to get their food, because dinner was served for them at the hotel, and we gave them ample time to relax, because tomorrow is going to be a big day. So guys, tell us in the comment section, how do you think we did? Make sure you click on the subscribe button, and guys, I can't wait to show you the next part, so make sure you tune in. Bye.